How did you become a millionaire? I've had hearing loss my entire life and have always had to wear hearing aids just to function. Most days they work fine, but that day the batteries were low, so every sound felt like it was coming through static. But I still had to work my shift at the cell phone store. I was behind the counter counting the minutes until I got to leave, adjusting my hearing aid for the 100th time, when the front door swung open so hard it nearly hit the wall. I looked up and saw a woman storm with zero spatial awareness. She was large, probably around 300 pounds, and she looked mad. She stomped right up to the counter where I was standing and instantly demanded, "I need a new iPhone 17 Pro Max, now, for free." I blinked at her but didn't think I heard her right. I said, "Excuse me, what?" But as soon as I said that, she instantly says, "Listen, you idiot, my phone just stopped working for no reason, and I deserve a replacement." I looked at her iPhone 10, and the screen was completely shattered. It was obvious she just dropped it, or maybe even sat on it, but I couldn't just give her a free phone. I tried to say, "Ma'am, we can't just give you a $2,000 phone for free." "What did you just say?" She cut me off, leaning over the counter. "Are you stupid? I've been a customer here for years. I didn't do anything to it." I was struggling to hear her through the static, so I leaned in slightly. "I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I want to make sure I understand." Her face turned red. "Oh my god, they really let idiots like you work here? I want your manager, now." Everyone else in the store was staring at her now, but I went and got the manager, and while he came out, he instantly knew what was happening when he saw her. She kept screaming at him and kept insulting me for some reason. "You need to go work at McDonald's, boy. I know a brokey when I see one." Eventually, my manager just turned to me and said, "Just get her a new phone. She's scaring everyone else off." I wanted to quit, but I needed this job, so I grabbed a brand new iPhone 17 Pro Max and started setting it up. She followed me, still going. "You're pathetic. Working a job like this? You're such a lowlife." I reached up and turned down my hearing aids, trying to muffle her voice, but she was so close it barely helped. I just kept setting up the phone, and finally, I handed it to her. "Here you go, ma'am." She quickly snatched it, but I asked, "Would you like to purchase a warranty in case you accidentally break it?" But she screamed, "No," and before she left, she called me a very racist slur. For reference, I'm black. She said it loud enough for everyone to hear, then stormed toward the door. Everyone just stood there in shock, and I was seconds away from breaking down. But just as I was about to turn to my boss and tell him I quit, Karma stepped in the way. She didn't even make it 3 steps out of the store when her knee buckled, and she collapsed hard on the ground. Everyone heard the crash. We all watched her 300-pound body hit the ground hard, landing directly on top of her brand new phone. She instantly started screaming, and after she looked at it, the first thing she did when she finally stood up was run back inside, demanding a new phone. "You guys tripped me! I need another one!" I just looked at her. Then I looked at the destroyed phone in her hand, and for the first time that day, I smiled. "I'm sorry, ma'am. You should have gotten the warranty." And as soon as she said that, I watched her turn purple and scream, "Maybe you should pay attention instead of listening to music at work, you monkey." Before I could even process what she meant, she lunged across the counter. Her hand shot toward my ear, and before I could react, she grabbed my hearing aid and ripped it out of my head. "Give me those AirPods!" But my hearing aids aren't regular hearing aids. They're the kind that connect directly to my eardrum. When she ripped it out, she didn't just take the device. She tore out part of my eardrum with it. The pain was unlike anything I've ever experienced. It was like someone had shoved a knife into the side of my head. It was so intense that after a few seconds, everything went black. I don't know what happened after that, but when my parents saw the security footage, they lost it. Now I'll never hear out of that ear again, but my entire family won't have to work again either, because the lawsuit against that Lizzo was ginormous.